Hello, this is ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com. Today's 6th of May 2014, and I'm going to be showing to you about the US pairs using Ichimoku. That's a US based pairs using Ichimoku. Once again, please go through our disclaimer, stop the video and read at your own leisure, and also go through the hypothetical performance, and once again stop and read at your own leisure. Okay, fine, let's kick it off. So earlier I had showed to you the euro dollar, but that's not the base pair as you can see, but I'll re-show it to you again. A potential trade at 38.90. also you can take a trade right now if desired. The Shikao is the blue line here, the Tenkan-sen is the yellow, and Kijun-sen is red line. This is the current Kumo and this is the future Kumo. One thing I want to stress, that this video is not an education in terms of how to learn about Ichimoku and the strategy. It's just mainly looking at analysis of the pairs and potential trade setups. We will have other trades, other videos about Ichimoku following shortly on thetradingtigers.com in our educational section. So currently now you can see, had we taken the trade as what we were planning to do at 38.90, we would be in significant easy profit of about 52 pips. Once again, all our analysis is going to be done on the daily chart. Okay, fine. And as you can see across here, we'll be looking at all these pairs. So let's go to another pair, which is the US dollar against the Chinese RMB. As you can see, price has been in a solid move up all the way since around 20th of February when we had a Kumo break here, and price has significantly gone up. And once again you can see now currently price has dropped down and hit the Kijun-sen, right? We could look in terms of taking a trade up, breaking through the Kijun-sen. Currently the Shikao is in pointing downwards. I'd like to see that pointing upwards before we take any long positions. And price, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen is not in the Kumo at all, so we'll be monitoring this in the next couple of days and see where we're looking on that. Let's move to the next pair. Next pair is United States dollar against the Israeli shekel, and as you can see we had put an entry around here, marked off an entry at 3.4765, and the price has come down significantly. Had we taken that trade at that particular time, we would be probably in profit currently now at about 163, and our stop loss was at 3.521. okay, fine. So now let's look for some new potential trade setups. What we could probably see, we could probably consider this as a conservative strategy, ultra conservative strategy, because price, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is not in the cloud. The current Kumo and the future Kumo are all looking bearish, and where we are with the Shikao is way above its current candle. So if we wanted to do, we can take a ultra conservative strategy at here. Let's make sure we're on the actual bid price. See, that's the difference if you actually get your pricings wrong, and we can probably put our stop just above here, and let's put that on the ask price to avoid any kind of complications. And if we bring this thing through, we can see exactly where would be a good spot to put it. I'm more comfortable somewhere around here, to be honest to tell you, so that would be a good stop. And if we move it back to the bid price, so that's really what we're looking for in terms of a potential trade setup for the United States dollar against the Israeli shekel on using Ichimoku, the ultra conservative strategy. We would like to see, of course, this Shikao pointing downwards, and probably as price does come down, that will happen. Let's move to the next pair, our favorite, which is the which is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Yes, you did see some trades there, but that was trades for a different strategy. Of course, our trading platform is actually showing that, but let's have a look. Currently, right now, what do we see? We're seeing, I've just moved that off so it's a little bit more clearer. We can see prices come through the Kumo. However, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is in the Kumo. Price is stopping the Shikao from any way forward, moving forward. So I don't see any potential opportunity right now for that. Let's move over to now our favorite, our well truly favorite, the United States dollar against the Mexican peso. We all like the Mexican peso for our own personal reasons, and what we can see right now, although price Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is not in the Kumo, current Kumo, future Kumo is bearish. The Shikao is pointing upwards, heading towards the current price, and it could be in consolidation as it pushes through this particular price barrier. We would like to see the Shikao in open space, or heading towards some open space, before taking some trades on forward. Now we move over to the next instrument, the United States against the South African Rand, and as you can see, I've already marked off a potential trade setup at 10.4362. Let's just see if that's correct. We might have to move it down a bit if necessary. No, we're okay. 10.4362 with a stop at 10.6749. Let's make that a little bit bigger for you traders out there wanting to see what's kicking off with that. And that's a stop. Right. We put our stop there. Let's have a look what's going on. Current Kumo, future Kumo are bearish, giving us a bearish momentum and giving us a bearish sentiment of this particular trade. Shikao is pointing upwards, however, in its corresponding candle, below its corresponding candle, which could be accepted. We like to see this Shikao pointing downwards and heading towards some open space. What else have we got? We've got price is below the Kumo, price is below the Tenkan-sen. Would like to see this move down a little bit further. Tenkan-sen moves a little bit further. If price actually can come down to this level, probably got a potential trade there. But anyway, we've kind of put like an alert there, possible entry. We'll relook at it tomorrow and see what's kicking off there. Let's move to the United States dollar against the Swiss franc. That's always one of our favorites, one of our major favorites, which we're always monitoring on with other strategies like the Elliott wave analysis. Okay, fine. So what are we looking at now? We're looking at prices below the Kumo, but Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is in the cloud, not giving us strong confidence on anything there. We can put an alert around here. Hopefully price can come down, and this Shikao is way below its candle, which is a positive thing for us. But right now my concern is that this Kijun-sen is in the cloud. I don't like to take this as a Kumo break, to be honest to tell you. So what we're going to wait for, we're going to wait for some sort of alert function, probably at this low here, and see what kicks off with us on that front. So once again, let's make sure that we're in the right ballpark, putting it on the bid price, taking this down there, and we put a little monitor there, make that a little bit bigger, green, and we can put our little price point here, take that along, make that bigger, right, and we are good to go. Okay, fine, so that's what we're looking at. and hopefully the price can go down this further. We've probably got a trade kicking in there, and we can put our stop. Let's just see, stop probably around here, and that probably would be a good point. If we put it back on the ask price, we can put a stop around here. What we're looking at these Chicago kind of levels, which are actually Fibonacci levels. And what we can do, bring it down. Where is ours? Bring it down, put it across there, so we could have our stop at that level. Make that a bit bigger. Type stop, right? So that's what we're looking at right now, if we're going to go any shorter on this. But once again, this is the Swiss franc. Is the Swiss franc, Central Bank of Switzerland, really going to allow the price of the Swiss franc to get stronger? That's something, you know, it's a fundamental kind of thing. But in terms of a technical thing, yeah, there's a potential short trade there, but traders do watch out for that in terms of this particular pair. Let's now move over to the United States dollar, Canadian dollar, another one of our favorites, which we're always monitoring using our Elliott wave analysis. Got some potential trade setups there using Elliott wave analysis. But now let's move across to the Ichimoku. You can see there's been a very strong bullish trend all the way up, and now we've seen a kind of a pullback. The Chicago is in the cloud. Price is actually broken through the cloud on the bearish front, potential bearish setup. I'm not too happy because the Chicago is actually in the cloud right now. Probably could put some sort of alert function there. Future Kumo is bearish, current Kumo is bullish, but you know, we can probably put some sort of alert function there to give us some sort of like indication what's going to be kicking off at that particular point. This is the thing with doing with trading. Nothing is guaranteed, of course, but what we've got to do, we've got to put all our strong possibilities of potential trade setups, and not trading like a gunslinger. I like to actually trade as ultra conservative as possible, because the key thing is to save your account. Live another day. That's our motto here at the Trading Tigers. Okay, fine. So we just put alert there, potential entry, but we're not going to take that necessary entry. In fact, what we'll do to avoid confusion, we'll just put the price as it is, so therefore people aren't thinking that's an entry point. What we want to do, we want to see price break through below there, and then the Chicago is coming through, and then we can look for a potential trade setup. Any potential trade setup would be valid around here as a conservative. Let's move now to another favorite of ours, is the United States dollar against the Russian ruble. Yeah, we do like the Russians, that's right, Russian currency. Very difficult to say. A lot of consolidation in here. You can see future Kumo is bearish, bullish, bearish. So prices in the Kumo, Tenkan-sen's in the Kumo, Kyushu-san's in the Kumo. Price is stopping the Chicago from movement this side. Let's now move across to the United States dollar, Singapore currency, Singapore dollar I should say, and we've got some potential moves happening here. We could actually even take a short position right now, because I feel comfortable with that. Let's do that. Take a trade right now. Just take a short sell. We're happy with that. Let's just double check. Chicago is way below its candle. If we're going to put a stop, let's put a stop around here. We can even put a stop around here. Right. So what we're looking at entry now, to be honest to tell you. Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen is below the Kumo, price is below the Kumo, price is below Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen. Our entry is a valid entry, so let's bump this up to about a 50k, and we can sell at market price, so we're there. And if we put, and we've been entered in the price, close that, and let's just put our market here. Okay, fine, and we put our stop loss is up here at 26.03. Okay, so please do put your stop loss at 26.03, traders, and we'll trade this down as we go through. And that is, let's have a look at the United States dollar as a basket of currencies traded on, and that looks very short position for us. Look at that as the US dollar moves down on today's candle. Chicago is way below its current candle, as you can see there. Price, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are not in the Kumo. Current Kumo, future Kumo are bearish. We could actually take a short position on that as well. So let's just enter into that market right now too and sell. So we've sold at current market price. We've entered that trade as a short trade, as you can see there, and we're going to put our stop loss at this level here. We'll put our stop level at this price here, and that is the ask price. And just want to tell you what price that is, traders. We're putting our stop at here. A US index is 10501, and our entry at 10384. Yeah, that's right. So that's where our entry is, and we'll put like a little marker there, so when we come back tomorrow to check this, we can verify to see where we are. So okay, fine. So I'm ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com, just giving you the analysis of United States dollar base pair currency with the other currencies using the ICHIMOKU strategy. Thank you.
you.